Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, nice noisy evening last night with the Feds, and interest rate was 0.75% as expected. But then there was obviously some noise in the speech afterwards, which just created a lot of volatility. I mean, just have a look at my Dow or my S&P videos, and you'll see the structure there. Anyway, what we're looking for is a retest of this break. So this is my line in the sand. It's very clear. You can see there's basically 3 touches at this level on the 8 hour, and that is at 12,589. So that's the area I want to be looking for shorts off. Okay, if we start dropping down through the time frames, and you can see we did find support here as well, this pin bar, and then obviously dropping back below. So that is still my line in the sand, and we'll just look for the micro levels now on the lower time frames. But trend is down. You want to be trading the downside. One thing I do want to point out on the weekly here, sorry, that was just me trying to figure out something. So one thing that you want to bear in mind here is that we had a weekly support level here. So what I want to do is just put in the swing low here. I mentioned it yesterday, bit of a flat bottom triangle here on the weekly. And if I look at what's happening at this, well, if I look at the structure on the US markets, this is looking a little bit dangerous for the DAX. So it's really messy. It's not as structured as what the US fall is. But at the end of the day, this is a big inverse cup and handle that is forming as well. And this is on all the markets right now. So be very careful. I think I wouldn't want to be putting in long-term investments just yet, and I definitely don't want to be looking at medium to long-term longs at the moment. So let's just get down to the hour. That's going to help us get a little bit of structure here. So this is our weekly level, and you can see we do have a gap, and we need to look at this on the 15-minute. Don't want to be short down here. There are quite a few European countries coming out with interest rates, or central banks coming out with interest rate announcements today. So I would expect quite a bit of volatility. So this is the one area that I'd be paying attention to. The other area, and that is this pin bar tail. And if you look to the left, you see quite a bit of structure around that area as well. So that is at 12636, and then basically your weekly level is 12589. So that's the zone that I would be paying attention to. Now, yesterday was pretty much green, and I think the DAX actually closed up here, and then obviously all of this is after hours. So doesn't pay too much attention to it, because obviously the actual DAX close and open is what we need to pay attention to. But this is always an indication of what's going on. Look at the 15-minute oscillators at the moment. 15-minute oscillators is telling me that I am probably wrong, and it is not going to go that high, and we are probably looking at something like that. Do have a bit of a gap here, so you may just get the gap closed. Look at the separation here, but I suspect we are heading for 12,411, and it would be great to get it off here. But even if this level here, you can see the swing low here, just that will close the gaps. That gives us a 50-point stop loss for 132-point gain. So that to me is a fairly solid entry, if I may say so. So looking for shorts, and there are 5 potential areas to get in. So the first area is right where we are now. That is at 12,507. Then you have 12,529. If you get to if you get to 12,529, I'd expect this gap to close, and I'd rather just wait a little bit higher up here at 12,548. That's on the 15-minute, but you can even go as high as this one here, 12,589, and you can even go as high as 12,636. So obviously we want price to get to the higher ones, because that's going to give us a much better opportunity to get into this. But as I said, we've got a massive area of weekly support in this bottom area where we are at the moment, and we are looking a little bit extended. So be careful. Don't just assume that we're going to fall through. You can see we've tried to get to the weekly here. So we have tried multiple times to get through here. This is the third time. So third time lucky, third time unlucky. I would expect a little bit of volatility here, because if you keep going to the left, you see how much interest is in this zone right here. And all of this up and down from the previous years is definitely going to impact price. So it is going to offer a lot of support and resistance opportunities in here. So yeah, not that far, another 11% or so, but yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. So just be careful. You do have more than likely another leg down, but you are in an area where there is strong weekly support to the left. So you need to get them in and draw them in and take a profit on them. So wait for the pullbacks, short it, back down. Wait for the pullbacks, short it, back down. And then what we do is we just focus intraday on the 15-minute and the hour, just to get our opportunities to get in and out of the market. Okay, hope that makes sense, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.